So here's a little shortcut on how to create patterns. Now, if you've got yourself the latest version of Photoshop, there is a neat little feature that allows you to preview it before you even create it. Just go to View, and then in here, you'll see Pattern Preview. So just make sure you have your Photoshop up to date, and if you do, then you will see it right here. So pretty much, you just click on here, you go ahead and press OK, and once you've done that, you will see that this is now all one big pattern. And if you want to, you can hold Alt or Option key and then scroll out, and you can zoom out as much as you want. If you want to, you can also press Control and T, and then you can resize it in here, and this will do it live. So as you can see, we can change this and preview it, see what it looks like before we even create it. Once you're happy with your changes and you want to save this as a pattern, you go back into Window and go down to Pattern Preview. You want to go to Edit, and then go down to Define Pattern. In here, you want to give it a name. So since this one is very Halloween themed, we're going to call this Halloween. Once you're happy with it, go ahead and press OK, and you've pretty much saved it as a pattern. Now, in order to be able to apply the pattern, you need to first of all create yourself a new layer and get yourself a solid color or any background or image that you have. So we're going to set it to this color, press OK. We're going to move this above everything else. Now, when it comes to applying the pattern, there is two ways that you can do this. The first way is to go to Window and then go down to Patterns, which is right here, and this will open up the Patterns panel. In here, you can see all the patterns that you have created, and they will always be at the bottom. If you wanted to sort them out into groups, then you can easily create yourself a new folder. If you want to remove them, delete them, you can do it all in here. So to apply this, you need to create yourself a new layer, and then you just left click and then drag this onto that new layer. You can then minimize this and then double left click into here to edit the properties. So in the properties, you will have the scale, you'll have the angle. So if you want to change the angle, once you've applied the settings and you're happy with them, you can go ahead and press OK. And you can also have the option between changing the effect. So if you wanted to, you can set it to a different mode in here. So that's pretty much the first way. Now I'm going to delete this and then I'm going to show you the way I like to do it. It's basically the same, but instead of doing it that way, you just right click on the layer, go to blending options, and then in here, get yourself a pattern overlay, go into the patterns, and then get yourself the one that you've just created. And there we go, you've got yourself the pattern. Another cool little feature is if you've got yourself into the blending options and you're selecting the pattern overlay, what you can do is you can left click and then drag this out so you can match it and make sure that everything is in the frame. So same as last time, once you're happy with your changes, go ahead and press OK, and there you have your pattern.